by Sprite.
To the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Trailblazers up against the Oklahoma City Thunder at Chesapeake in the 8th spot in the Western Conference. They're right there on the cusp of the postseason. Here we are late in the season, some teams battling for playoff position, others out of it entirely. So these games mean more to some.
Left scratching their heads. They show up to the games and their stars are in a suit and tie. I just think teams are thinking bigger now, Ernie.
Oh, I was just over here scratching my head because I'm a fan too.
And you're a big thinker.
Yeah, let's go to Kevin Harlan.
Wait till you're announced.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Thunder making a quick stop here in front of their home crowd of Oklahoma City, just one game before heading back out on the road. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win. They've got the edge, 2 wins in 3 games against this team, going for number 3 here.
They looked very stable, pretty much from the get-go, guys. A solid output, solid effort. And, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game, but they were pretty solid there.
I was very impressed with the balance they displayed, guys. Different people carrying the load, scoring, making assists, unselfish play. Everything was working for them to get that victory.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Portland, they've got Trevor Ariza, Plumlee out there with Favors, and it's Wall, and it's Oladipo in at the shooting guard position.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Here's Ariza. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Ariza's got his second basket of the night. And so here is Oklahoma City. 4-point game. Defeated by the Pacers and their problem.
At the charity stripe in that game. It was interesting. They just could not make free throws.
Yeah, and that's frustrating to watch, especially on the road where your opportunities at the line tend to be a little more sparse than when you're at home. Boy, you've got to cash in on it.
You look at the Thunder, they're really the epitome of patience. They build through the draft model, constructing a contender with consistency and just a solid approach every day. That's why they are year in and year out so tough to handle.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Gasol. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
You shoot the ball as poorly as they did that night, you're not going to win many games.
Well, Steve, it's not just difficult to win a game with low shooting percentages like theirs. It's nearly impossible.
Here's Carter Williams following the score by Trevor Ariza. Middleton, the basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Middleton's got himself on the board with 3 there. Portland leading by 5. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Carter Williams. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
He's taller than most point guards, and he really put his length to use right there.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Trailblazers?
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
The defense that time was just content to stay out of the way. I mean, no resistance at all. They let him do exactly what he wanted to right there.
Steve, no one looked too anxious to take him on.
No, guys, I think that speaks to his strength and his agility. I mean, he's not a guy you want to stand in the way of as a defender.
Now, here's Oladipo, averaging 13 points a contest.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
Ball against Carter Williams. The dish to Middleton. He kicks it to Gasol. It's stolen by Oladipo. Ariza passes to Favors. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Favors has got 6.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
He can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up in the paint.
They're just way too porous as a defense right now. A lot of holes in that defense. It's a good time to use a timeout here.
So for the Trailblazers, Nerlens Noel comes in for Plumlee, and Wallace subbed in for Derek Favors. Parsons with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Gasol passes to Sampson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pass to Middleton. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him.
Well, Nerlens Noel's rookie season, essentially a medical redshirt, recovering from ACL surgery in early 2013. So this will be his true rookie season.
Here's Carter Williams following the basket by John Wall. And Middleton kicks to Parsons. And taken away by Wallace. One-on-one fast break. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
They keep going down low with the ball, and it results in points. They're having their way in the paint.
And it's resulted in a big early lead, too.
Thunder trailing by 14. And defensive impact as a freshman Clark at Kentucky, but the knee injury dropped him to number 6.
Yeah, you're drafting that high. General manager's looking for an immediate impact player in the draft. Concerns about that knee and his slight build caused him to slide, but if he gets healthy and adds some weight to that frame, I think he could be a real presence defensively. They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
John Wall is 6'4", with a 39-inch vertical leap and long arms to boot, is an elite physical specimen when it comes to the point guard position.
And the Thunder making a change here.
Well, the numbers since the All-Star break, and here's how Portland ranks league-wide. 5th in rebounding, 9th in steals, and they're in the top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. That's pretty good company. It points out the fact that they do prioritize the defensive end.
And you put all those things together, and that makes this a very tough team. And what really jumps out at me is the rebounds, Clark. And this is a team that controls the paint. If you're going to miss a shot, the ball seems to be theirs almost every time. That allows their transition game to get going. And then at the offensive end, they'll pound you on the offensive glass as well.
And Wall, a blur, guys, in the open court. Perhaps, Steve, perhaps the fastest player in the league end-to-end. He is devastating in transition.
Yeah, he's so tough to stop around the rim, even in the half court. But when he gets ahead of steam going, he can get into the lane and then finish with either hand. So, man, he is tough to stop. They've built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
Thunder trailing by 19. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, Scott Brooks gave me a few minutes to share with him. We talked about the problems of facing a player who is athletically gifted like John Wall. He told me that staying in front of him with a solo defender is near impossible. So we'll try to lull him into traps and get him taking shots that he doesn't feel comfortable taking.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Oklahoma City's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Gasol, a screen on Wall. And Augustine kicks to McLemore. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. O'Neal's checked in for Portland. Bellinelli comes in for Oladipo.
Blazers substitution. Jermaine O'Neal. Marco Bellinelli.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the first. Here's Wall. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. They've been able to score with ease.
Kicks it to Dellavedova. Augustine dishes to Gasol. Gasol, a screen on Ariza. From deep, McLemore, and that one's good. McLemore's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Not sure what he was thinking there. That's embarrassing.
You think? I mean, come on now. Doesn't he realize there's a game going on here?
Now here is Augustine. Looking for his first basket still in this one. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Here's Wall. 19-point game. From the wing. And again, it's Portland converting.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Outside Gasol. Gasol a screen. In the corner, it's McLemore. Misses off the right iron.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons. This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And Augustine kicks to Gasol. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Ariza. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And an ideal finish.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Portland out in front. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, the Trailblazers enjoying a nice lead here.
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Bellinelli. Jones is out there with Favors. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Wall in at the point guard. The Thunder have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And you look at the numbers for this season, guys, from the free throw line, they're shooting 77%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Out to the right wing. And a miss there on the triple.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
Carter Williams, the pass to Gasol. That's good.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's O'Neal. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Johnson dishes to Gasol. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
And Wall slams it home. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Gasol kicks to Parsons. And it's blocked. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. A different look now for Portland. Plumlee, he's checked in for O'Neal. And it's Oladipo in for John Wall.
Victor Oladipo.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. 4 on the shot clock. Johnson wide open. He fires. The Thunder with another miss. The Trailblazers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field.
Now they've gotten something out of just about every possession, and their defense has been just as good. Masterful performance across the board.
And don't forget, on the road, too.
Pass to Sampson. Back to Carter Williams. Trying his luck deep. And Jones pulls it down.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing him around physically at this point. Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Michael Carter-Williams with that rare height at the point guard spot. He's 6'6", long arms. And one thing you love about taller point guards is the ability to really survey the court and pass over the top of the defense.
Johnson with it. Now guarded by Plumlee, and they double up Gasol. Johnson kicks to Carter-Williams. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. 6 points for Michael Carter-Williams. The Trailblazers have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. Got that one up quick. And it's 7 points for Victor Oladipo.
This is great. 3-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Carter-Williams against Oladipo. Carter-Williams the pass to Sampson. Johnson outside. Lots of room. That one rolling around and rims out. For Portland, they've gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Oladipo, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
Yeah, they've got it flowing right now, guys. They're putting together a nice little run.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, Terry Stotts led the Blazers to the second round last season, and he's now in his 3rd year with the team. He spent a couple of seasons as head coach in Atlanta and Milwaukee, but this is his longest stint and the best talent he's ever had. As Stotts said, you never know if you're going to get another chance. Guys, he's certainly making the most of it.
Doing a great job. Thanks, Doris. Carter-Williams dishes to Gasol. Back to Carter-Williams. Plumlee with the steal. And again, Portland running the court in transition.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
Johnson goes in to halt the run. Sampson, the pass to Parsons. There's the feed to Carter-Williams. Outside Gasol. Pass to Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yeah, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. And they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Gasol trying to free himself up.
And they needed that hoop to try to stop this run.
And they just seem to keep coming. Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Oh.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Johnson kicks to Gasol. Plumlee with the steal. And here comes Bellinelli leading the fast break. Oladipo, good.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
And now Portland on the break. Bellinelli's got the ball.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Wall. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. The slam dunk by Favors.
How about that nice 1-2 punch there, guys? Great defensive play, and, of course, it leads to the great basket in transition.
Love the attacking style there, Steve.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
1:21 left to play in the first half. Parsons with it. Favors picks him up. And Parsons kicks to Middleton. Here's Fry, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Fry's got his first 2 points of
ability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's. You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Augustine dishes to Fry. Augustine against Wall. It's stolen by Wall. On up the court. And slam dunk by Noel.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
Oklahoma City has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And Scott Brooks, even when the Thunder were really a young team, was pretty open to getting input from his players, and they liked it.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it's a collaborative style, and really a credit to Scott Brooks that he's secure enough with himself to allow his players to have that input. You know, engaging his players and keeping them invested. It's not easy for coaches to do when they're expected to always be in control and have the answers. And he's got some great team leaders, too, so it's a nice fit for that collaborative style.
Here's Middleton. The 3-pointer off the mark. And here's Favors. The wide open look in for Oladipo. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. So as we conclude the...
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with John.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
We've seen John Wall handling his business. He's got 16 points and 9 assists. He's been passing it around you or shooting it over you. Either way.
Well, they're not sure whether to stick tight on him or defend the pass, and he's really controlling this game with his offensive arsenal.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Pau Gasol. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Sampson in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Middleton. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot. Well, you know, Chris Middleton, an isolation scorer back at Texas A&M during his college days, now is becoming more of an off-the-ball scorer. He's got a solid mid-range game and getting it done inside and out.
Gasol wide open. He fires. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Gasol's got 8.
Smart move with that mismatch he's got.
You know what? That extra advantage sure pays off on the mid-range jumper.
Here's Wall. From the top of the key, he buries it. And Middleton, not an elite athlete, a little tougher creating his own shot perhaps at the NBA level.
Yeah, but it's 6'8" with that nice high release, great touch. I think he has some versatility in that regard, but it's all about efficiency. And with time, you know, he may look to be more aggressive.
Here's Carter-Williams. Feeds to Middleton. Shot clock at 6. And the shot is long. Portland's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets.
Carter-Williams kicks to Gasol. Plumlee with the steal. All alone. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Nice pass there. Good job to get it up quick.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. It's stolen by Wall. And now here comes Wall leading the break. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Well, it's been all about pace and space with them. Tempo, the fast break points, just a huge advantage.
Yeah, they've been looking to push it all the time and to get that early offense, and they're doing it well.
Carter Williams, the pass to Gasol. Can't get it to go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Now Carter Williams, 6 points for him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Michael Carter Williams. Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Plumlee with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And Ariza with the stuff.
Boy, you can feel the confidence growing right now for this club at the offensive end.
Really an ideal time to have one of these runs after halftime, but before crunch time. They're setting themselves up for a great fourth quarter.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top rebounding teams this season. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
You know what? As a group, they've been very effective. It's not one guy just crashing the boards. It's a total team effort and a team attitude with this group. That's why they rank amongst the league leaders in rebound.
Wow, what an incredible run they're on. This is as good an offense as you will see.
Well, every single guy on the floor right now just feeling it.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, guys, common wisdom among players is that it's better to be an unrestricted free agent than a restricted one. However, a recent study found that comparable players ended up making more money in restricted free agencies. Teams know they have to overpay to avoid a player's team matching that offer. Kevin?
Oh, some good examples from this offseason, Doris. Great job, thanks.
Yeah, the contracts given to Chandler Parsons and Gordon Hayward come to mind. I mean, both were able to command max salaries despite not yet being star caliber.
Gasol, a screen on Wall. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. Parsons dishes to Middleton. And the 3 off target. And here's Portland. They're on an 18-4 run right now. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Now the pass to Sampson. And Middleton kicks to Dellavedova. Parsons attacking. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Parsons got his second basket of the game. Portland's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And that one's good.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
The Thunder have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Dishes it to Dellavedova. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Middleton, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Portland?
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Augustine comes in for Chandler Parsons. Portland also making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for O'Neal. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Trevor Ariza.
Victor Oladipo played for the same college coach as Dwayne Wade. And, you know, their games actually draw some comparisons. Both are 6'4", strong, huge wingspans, and explosive athletes with that ball handling ability. I think Oladipo has a great future.
And Portland again with the bucket.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
There's the dish to Middleton. Out to Wall with the rebound. Wall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bellinelli for 3. Count the bucket. Bellinelli's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Trailblazers.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Augustine passes to Dellavedova. He feeds it to Augustine. He dishes it to McLemore. 5 on the clock. Wall with the steal. Here's Oladipo, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Power down with both hands.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Here's Gasol. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Augustine's got 4 assists in the game. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And he gets it to go. Bellinelli's got 8 points here in this quarter. There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the Thunder with some changes. Channing Frye's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Johnson in for Matthew Dellavedova.
Frye. Johnson.
Outside Gasol. To the wing on the left. Here's Augustine. Johnson right side. Takes a 3. And there's Augustine. That's good on the assist by Johnson. Augustine's got 5 now.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
Here's Plumlee, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game.
This season has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Guys, they're only making about 71%.
And guys, that free throw percentage of theirs has gone down since last season. As a matter of fact, significantly down.
Well, Thunder have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Favors brings the double. McLemore dishes to Augustine. Johnson in the corner. The 3-ball. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Johnson!
Outside, Wall. Down low, Bellinelli. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Bellinelli's got 10 points here in the second half. Here's Augustine. No good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been.
Wednesday, April 15th, the Atlanta Hawks go up against the Chicago Bulls. Do not miss it.
Portland's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Perry Jones. Johnson is out there with Felton. Then it's Wallace. And it's O'Neal in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Augustine with it. Now Felton defending. Jones drives in. It's stolen by Johnson. Augustine up top. He's covered by Felton. Johnson can't hit. Here comes Raymond Felton. Here's O'Neal. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, dealing with travel, one of the challenges you face as an NBA player. It's amazing just how much easier it's gotten, Clark. I know you and I both played in an era early on where there was commercial travel. Now everybody charters and flies out immediately after a game. You've got leg room, you've got catered meals, so you get more sleep, you get more rest. I think it's had a huge impact on the way NBA teams do business and just the quality of play in general.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Dellavedova's checked in. You know, Clark, those charter flights for NBA players are pretty cushy.
Yeah, you take a plane designed for 126 seats and put in 54. That creates a luxurious plane ride, man.
So it's the Thunder now. He kicks to Frye. There's the screen to the left side wing. Passes to Dellavedova. Clock at 6. This one for three. The shot is off. Now Portland takes it the other way. Felton attacking. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. And it's 7 points for Raymond Felton.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
Johnson. Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
Well, you know, starting last season, the NBA added a 3D camera system in every arena to track movements on the court. And some of the shots that those cameras get are remarkable. They can measure just about anything of the overreaching arch of analytics.
That's his first personal foul.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's O'Neal. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Wow, they are just red hot, guys, not missing a thing.
Sometimes you see a player get on a tear like this, Steve, but never an entire team.
And Fry kicks to Johnson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Parsons passes to McLemore. The three-pointer is right on target.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And here's Portland. They're on a 14-5 run here. Jones with it. Now defended by McLemore.
You know, from that in-between range, they've actually been the much hotter team.
Well, when you make perimeter shots and knock down those jumpers, it opens up everything else.
Nobody near Parsons. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists tonight. Trailblazers have gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. Felton can't get it to go.
Not sure what he was thinking there, because that was not a good shot.
Yeah, it would help if he was actually capable of making it. Stay in your range.
And Parsons kicks to Dellavedova. No good with the triple. Portland's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's O'Neal. And again, it's Portland converting.
They've been so efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID'd the edge they had inside, they just continued to attack it.
Johnson kicks to Dellavedova. The baseline J. And he hits the jump shot. The Trailblazers have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You got to challenge him a little bit at least. Well, in these games late in the season, you know, critics say sometimes that motivation can be lacking. Playoff teams may be resting their stars. But it's a difficult issue for the NBA. How do you make these late season games more meaningful?
And stolen by Fry.
Defensive foul. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Here's Dellavedova, banked in off the glass. Steve, you mentioned the dog days of March and in April. How would the league make winning more important, Clark, down the stretch?
Well, I've heard a number of interesting ideas. A play-in tournament for the final playoff spot, giving teams a few days of rest prior to the playoffs, eliminate mid-lottery protection so there's not an all-or-nothing losing incentive. The biggest thing to me would be reducing the number of regular season games.
Yeah. And you think that might happen?
I would love to see it happen. I don't think it will, though.
Parsons attacking. Tries again. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Take a look at what Parsons been doing. 10 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better. I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, you know, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
They've done a pretty nice job of taking care of the ball here tonight, but they've got to continue to do so to maintain this lead.
Pau Gasol is checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Dellavedova. Kicks it to Gasol, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Here's Jones, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison in the shooting percentages between the teams since the break.
So it's the Thunder now. Here's Dellavedova. Gasol. Screen on Felton. Johnson for three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Jones has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Fry, good.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Portland's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Wallace. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
The Thunder shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. There's the pick. Dellavedova kicks to McLemore. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Johnson, that's for 2. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
1:44 left in the game. Johnson, a wide open look, buries the long-range jumper.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Jones kicks to Wallace. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Wallace has got 10 points here in the second half. Oklahoma City has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show.
Performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And I think they needed this win, guys, if for nothing else than to gain a split in the 4 games of the season series.
You know, that's definitely something. I'm sure it meant a lot to him, not letting a conference opponent get the better of him.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for John Wall. And a big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving and finding guys when they would flash open. A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
Pass to McLemore. No good with the layup.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
This is going to be a great game for them. No win on the road comes easy in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. He loves even more sending opposing fans home miserable.
And he gets it to go.
Well done finishing that one off.
Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Steve enjoys that too.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. I mean, a 5-man team game where the ball moves, there's so much unselfish play. It's beautiful to watch.
Lets it go from 11, and it's Dellavedova missing. Here's Felton. Johnson for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Here's Dellavedova. From deep. And the miss. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin.
Congratulations on this win, Gerald. And how was this team able to come out and get your presence established?
I think defensively we came out and established ourselves from the get-go defensively. We played aggressive. We took them out of everything they wanted to do, forced some turnovers, and we were able to get out in the open court.
This is a dangerous team in the open floor, Gerald. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, John Wall.
And now, presented by Sprite, the 2K pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, and by my side is Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to 2K Sports, the NBA season wrapping up, and you can just feel the anticipation.
The back-to-backs and traveling from East to West Coast. But on the court, I was what I am today. Superman!
Welcome, everyone, to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home of the Timberwolves, where we're broadcasting from live today. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. And as we look at this team, 11 games out of first place. They're certainly, though, in playoff contention.
Well, this has been as one-sided as a season series can get, Clark. I mean, all 3 games they've won. They can make it a sweep here with this one. I think they would love nothing more than to do that.
And, Steve, they've had the psychological edge in all 3 of their previous games, too. I mean, they figured out right away this season how to exploit this team's weaknesses, and they've been relentless in doing just that.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. We've got Chandler Parsons. Chris Middleton is out there with Michael Carter-Williams. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Fry in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So it's the Thunder now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Their offense really sputtered in that game. They went through stretches where points became very hard to come by.
And, Steve, you know, their play wasn't terrible. It wasn't too bad, but this game still is about making shots, and the shot making wasn't there. Chandler Parsons, until recently, had been one of the league's great bargains on his second-round contract. He found a way to supplement his earnings, though. He did some modeling for a designer clothing company. Caught some locker room grief for it, but hey, it's good work if you can get it, and I'm sure those checks kept him from being too offended by the locker room banner.
Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 22-point game against New Orleans.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Gasol against Scola. Here's Middleton. Misses the 3. Timberwolves have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And he gets it to go.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now here's Carter-Williams, averaging 10 points per contest. Gasol. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Leonard the pass to Stoudemire. Tries again, and Leonard with the lay-in. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
Well, you might have been wondering who the top scoring small forwards have been over the last 10 games. Wonder no more. Here's a peek. Chandler Parsons, third.
You know, a lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Steve, I'd say more than pretty good. Those are the guys that give opposing defenses nightmares on a regular basis.
Now here's Carter Williams. Parsons on the wing. From deep, Stoudemire grabs the miss. Stoudemire's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Scola. Korver dishes to Stoudemire. Gasol against Lowry. Cashes in for a double-digit lead.
Defensively, this team is just giving up way too many open looks.
You're exactly right, and to battle back, they've got to shore that defense up, Steve.
Now here's Carter Williams. Now the pass to Middleton. He dishes it to Gasol. Nobody near Parsons. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
Thunder head coach Scott Brooks really consistent with his message. It's all about defensive commitment and trusting your teammates at that end of the floor.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
Now here's Gasol. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. That's his first foul. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Carter Williams with it. Lowry picks him up. Shot clock at 6. Here's Middleton, and the jumper falls for him. You talk about Scott Brooks' defensive focus. He played 11 years in the NBA as a 5'11" point guard, Steve. You'd better believe he had some toughness.
Oh, he was nasty. He would pick you up full court, and you know, there was a great stat about him when he played. He went 5 consecutive seasons where he had more steals than turnovers. So shows you about Scott Brooks.
Gasol, and he banks in the layups.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Minnesota leading by 9. From deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple. The Thunder have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Gasol setting the pick for Carter Williams. Gasol kicks to Parsons. Second chance shot, and Gasol with the lay-in. Gasol's got his second bucket tonight.
It's a great play under the boards for him, and you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out. Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Here's Gasol after Amari Stoudemire's bucket. Parsons outside, back to Gasol. All sorts of time. Bank shot, no good.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And the shot is good. Stoudemire's got his second basket of the game.
Looks like he may have been showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
Kicks to Parsons. Gasol, a screen on Leonard. Pass to Fry, and stolen by Scola. Fast break, Minnesota. And the jam by Stoudemire.
I love the aggressiveness with their approach, pounding the ball inside, and it's working.
They are owning this game early. They are constantly finding lanes to the basket.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. The last encounter with